Hello, welcome to the IsoFishing channel. So it's almost HairTail season, if I'm correct, almost. There's a few more months left until HairTail season. So if you don't know what HairTail are, I'll put further here. It's a type of fish that's like an eel, but and it looks like it's like a dragon. Some people call it as dragonfish, but I just call them HairTail. So today I'm just gonna do a little tutorial how to rig a float up, and what type of rods you need, and tell you where to fish at. So first is where to fish at. So there's a lot of places you can fish at. I fish normally at Newcastle. I think there's another one, but I don't remember the name. I'll put it up right now. So that's where you normally fish. They actually built like a suburb area, like a building area, and it's brand new. But I prefer if you have a short rod, like a 6'6" or 7 foot. I'd rather you fish at the docks, which is near the honeysuckle bar. So if you do actually have a long rod, like this here, this is an ISO rod, I prefer using 12 foot, if not 12 foot, 10 foot, those two lengths will work. This is a 10 foot rod. It's an ISO rod. Don't really need an ISO reel, but if you want, it's fine, because it's really neat for this. That's the two rods you might need. Reel rod, I prefer 3000 or 4000, because those things fight pretty hard. Next is floats. There's this type of float. This is for your like a LED light. I'll show you in a moment, but this is the normal float we use, or you can use one of these LED floats, which I don't like that much, since they get in the water and they get corrupted, or get messed up. But yeah, this is what it looks inside. You put your LED lights, oh, this one right here. So these are the batteries that they use, and you just put them in here. And they light up, but this one, if it's broken. See, there's a little hole, PVC hole here. Hope you can see that. You just plop it in and boom, just put a little light there, and it works. Those two are the two floats you can use for ISO fishing. Using this float is just useless. There's no point. It's not useless, but I don't prefer using ISO floats, because I should tell you that these HairTail come out at night, and the good time to go at 6 p.m. at night, 6 p.m. or if you go in the morning, like maybe 3 to 4 p.m. in the morning, if I'm correct. I might fact check it, but this is just another one they use. These are a lot more expensive than LED. I don't prefer you buying these. I prefer you buying these IFL ones. They're a lot better. These are very big, but there are smaller ones, like shorter ones, like I think a 20 gram or something. But yeah, this is my bigger version. It's a 38 grams. It's been chewed up by my dog, but oh yeah, here's a better one. Yeah, this is a 20. This is a big float compared to these, so it's a little bit different. There's a lot of sizes. So yeah, these are the floats. I prefer you, if you're fishing at the rocks, I prefer you bringing like 10 floats at least. If you're kind of new, I prefer you bring 10 floats, 10 or 6, just so you can use it and use it in the future, because that place snags a lot. And it's also really dangerous to go down and pick them up. They're not worth it. There's only like $3 a piece. So having a lot of these ISO floats, these HairTail floats are really helpful. So yeah. Okay, now next up to the rigs. Okay, you saw that, and yeah, that's about it. You just need also. You can use single hooks here, or treble hooks, like right here. For treble hooks, you do need a bait needle, which I think I should have somewhere here, but you definitely need a bait needle. I definitely might need to buy some more. You need a bait needle. Ow, that kind of hurt. You definitely need a bait needle for treble hooks. and size of these hooks, I'm not sure. I think if you suggestions on where you can buy these, Pro TYT shop, there's one in Eastwood, and that one's ISO Fishing Shop, which is also in Eastwood, and there's also another ISO Fishing Shop, which is at Cronenberg Park. Those are the 3 places I think that I know that sell ISO gear. But you can also go to one place I'm gonna put down in the links. They sell a kit, like a kit that comes with a float, which is not like this float, like a normal foam float. A float, the lights, the tracker lights. You can buy these separately. These are like $12, 2 packs, and they come with everything else. So yeah, they also come with those cheap glue sticks that you can buy from Big W or something. So yeah. Next, you definitely need a. Hold on. Definitely need one of these. This is no idea what this is called. This is Korean. Just say this is a float stopper. This is what you use for like your normal ISO floats and stuff. But you can. It's also you have to use this. Cushions. These are big ones for my ISO floats. And yeah, that's it. And these are the crimps that you use. That you use a plier and crimp them. And yeah, these are what it look like when you finish crimping them. Right there. That's when you finish crimping them. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just link, or I'll do a photo, show you all you need to go hairtail fishing. If I'm guessing one rig might be, so one of these lights is $6, $10. That one rig is $10, which is pretty expensive. I prefer you fishing at the docks instead of the rocks, because you will lose every time. If you get snagged, you lose $10. I'm not sure, don't fact check, but according, this is, oh, slide up. This is I think $6 a pack. If you want to know the code for it, it's right here. It's JR435, and it's 3 volts. So yeah, so all you need. I also recommend you bring some spare batteries if you're gonna fish at that place. You can see it got. I have a lot of these. A lot of these to use from, and they're all pretty big, and there's a few small ones as well. And also got 2 of these. Well, that's all you need to go ISO fishing. I'll do a tutorial how to rig these up, and you can go ISO fishing. I recommend you going at a good tips for going ISO fishing is, this is very important if you want to catch hairtail. When the float goes down, which I might draw a diagram, if the float goes down, you don't want it to like yank it up super fast, like these type of ISO floats. The most annoying thing about starting hairtail fishing is that they're very picky eaters, and when they sink down, you have to like wait until the line starts getting slack, so you know the hook is in their mouth, and the float goes down, right? And then if it's fully submerged down and you can't see the color, so this little, like, don't know where my lighthouse is, but that little lighthouse goes down and you can't see it, it's like very dim. Wait for like 30 seconds, and if it's still down there and it starts moving towards a direction, try yank it up. I'll do a little diagram for you so you can understand what it is. But yeah, I'll do a little video of how to rig them up. The rigs are not that hard, pretty easy. So first thing, you know, these hairtails have very sharp teeth. So that's why I prefer using some of these wires. 20 pound works, but I do see some people use 30 pound to 40 pound. So yeah, so I haven't used this, but this is brand new here. You need wire, and they sometimes come with these little snap rings. Now this is not a hairtail box, it's very messy, just ignore that. But you also need, these are I just bought, because you don't need that actually. But this is one of the setups you definitely need: a light, a HairTail light, and a swivel with a snap swivel with a swivel on it, and a normal swivel. So if you don't know what these HairTail lights do, hope these work. I haven't used these for like a long time. Yeah, they light up, and you put them down, and the HairTail sees it, and yeah. I do not know the reason why they need them. Maybe they're blind or something and they can't see that well, but yeah, this is what it looks like. I think it lasts for a pretty long time. I don't think you need multiple batteries. One battery is just enough. But if you're also wondering, well, the lights you need is these little egg-looking thing. I don't know how to describe them. And you grab the battery that it comes with and just plug it in like that. This one doesn't work, but this one will work. Plug them in like that, and boom. And then in the water, like that. So it looks like kind of like a lighthouse. I'll show you a video in a moment, but they look like a lighthouse. Okay, let's start with our HairTail. So you first need your line. I hope you can see this. Okay, so open up. So you also need these tackle box. You don't need the table, you need some stuff in here, which I will show you. But first, get your line like this. And you first want to feed through. Pre-made ones, they're a lot more easier, and I still use it, and they're lifesavers. So they should have a little divot. A little divot, I hope you see that. So you go in there, so that goes feeds in there. And when you feed it in there, it should look like this. It should be fed through, and you pull it, and then you pull out this little tag here. So this should be empty, and you just need to eat that away. And you keep pulling this, and then it should look like this. Slowly tighten it. You definitely, and then you should look like this. First step. Next, you need your scissors, which I do not know where I went. Hold on, let me get my scissors. You need your scissors, and you snip off the excess, but I prefer you to leave like a meter long. These scissors are not sharp, so you snip them off, and it should look like this. And then you can just adjust it if you want. So if you see some of ISO how to tie videos, you know how to do it. Next, I have an assortment of tackle. You need your donut bead, which is, this is going to be very hard. Ooh. You need a donut bead, like that, and you just feed it through your line. So should look like this next. So you got your float stopper and you got your float bead. Now, finally, you can put in your ISO float. Feed that through. Now it should look like this. So you have your little tag, your ISO float, and your float sub and your float. Now you would normally need like one of these, which I might grab one out. I think it should look like these, like the large ones, but you can just go through this one and ask what type of float stoppers, float cushions you should need. So I got the big ones, because this is oh my god, this doesn't fit, I need to get a new one. There. This is what you need, a float cushion. And normally if they don't have a hole, you just use this and just... Normally if they don't have a hole, we can just go get like a normal long shank fishing hook or anything and just puncture them in. There, that should work. And you feed this through. My one doesn't fit. Looks like I'm not using that. So next you will need you can use one of these little beans. One should be enough. Why is mine not going in? Go in, there you go. And I'll show you the sinkers that you need. Okay. Sinkers are the ones are here, so you open these up, and look, we found our lighthouse is back. Look, there's a little lighthouse here. And yes, you need a 10Z float to use these ISO floats. Well, I'm not going to use this 10Z one, so I'm going to use this it's a 4 sinker, which this one also works if you want. But you can go ask them what type of sinkers you can use for the floats, and they will pair you them up. So those are the ones that I use, but if you don't have those, you can use these, which I'm going to use these, so if you guys don't have those long ones. Same thing, if there's no hole in your sinker, you grab a hook and poke them in, like that. For the other side, so it's easier. Now you feed your ISO float in, like that, and it should look like this. You have a bead, your sinker, your float, your cushion, no, not your cushion, your little bead, and your float. So all should look like that. Now you need a swivel, of course. And before you get, I don't think it's, you don't need a small one, like the super small ones, but if you want, sure, but I use the big ones. Just do your normal knots. So you feed them through and you grab your middle finger and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do 10 for HairTails, since they're a lot stronger. That's how I do a little bit more. Pull. Get some saliva in there so it lubricate it. Pull. And use your hand and, oh, that's not good. Looks like mine broke. The thing I hate about these Jarvis Walker line is they're not good quality at all, and I have to just live with it because I don't have any quality line currently. Do it again. I'd maybe try a bit less, maybe 8 to 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See that through and tighten that up. So you tighten this up and that up, and these. I tell you how to crimp these. So you first need some wire. Grab your pliers and crimp them. So I think this long should be good enough. And you need your little LED lights, which I have. And you also need something that's also very important, which are the ones that I don't have that much left, but you have some. Okay, these are, I'm going to use my little pliers to help me. You need these little crimps. There's a little hole there and you crimp them in. These are super small, but it should work for now. One side, so first you need to have a little guide, so your hand's gonna guide it, and you grab your little crimp and you put it in. Like that. So it should look like that, right? And you have a little crimp there. Next, you wanna grab a swivel. Oh wait. So you grab this swivel right here that you have right here and you feed it through here. Like that. Maybe a little bit more. So that, and then you twist it, so turn it and put it back in again. So it should look like this. So all you do is, you see it's like this, right? And there's one hole, but you feed the hole again. So you make a loop and you pass through it like up here. That. This is what it should look like. And you grab your crimp, and I prefer the sharp side. So this side, and you just crimp it. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, do like a dot. And I'm gonna do one more right over here. And there. Try to get as tight as you can. I do like a few more, like there. Oh, did I cut it? Okay, done. So this is what it should look like. It's crimped and done. Next, you need your lights, and they should come like they come like this, and you just twist them off. Twist them off like that, and then you feed it through like that, and go through like that. You go through, and you put the other side again. Like there. So it looks like that, right? And then you crimp it in, so you put this in there, so that still fits. And I should push down like that a bit more. There, and then you should push that in as well. Ooh. Push that as well. So like that. Shut up this and this. Now next, you do need a snap swivel, which I don't have on me, so try to find a snap swivel on me. I don't have that much left, but yep, found a snap swivel right here. So you need a snap. This snap swivel, so a swivel and a snap right here, and you tie the swivel to the wire. So you first have to put your little tube in, so your snap, and put a swivel in there, and you do the same thing again and make a loop and feed it through the hole again. So it looks like this. You grab your crimps again and grab your pliers and use the sharp side and crimp it in. So squeeze it. I think about these pliers, there's a little point there which helps as well, so like that. So it looks like this. And next, you need your hook. So you definitely need a more leader, so this time maybe this long. Use as long as you want if you want. So it should look like this, and it goes all the way like that. First, you need a hook. Hooks, I prefer using a treble hook, please. And you also need a bait needle, which we'll put them in the links. I'm gonna put all the ISO gear, all the fishing gear in the links so you can try to look for them. And yeah, let me get another crimp. So this one you need 2 crimps. One for the end and one for the hook. Okay, first make a normal hole. You don't need to put any you don't need to put anything in there, so just feed your little tube in there and then you make a loop and feed it out. Like that. And crimp that. So this one you don't need to put anything special with it, because this is gonna be connected to the snap swivel. Because why I need to put snap swivel? Because you're gonna thread through like half a sardine. Sorry, my bad. I'm gonna tell you the bait you use is sardines, so pilchards. You can get those from those tweet bags or something. Kilo or something will work. And yeah, I think half, I can use half of it and that'll last for like a couple rounds. Now you need another of these weird little things, I don't know what they're called, tubes, and then I'll put this treble hook through it like that, and then I loop around and feed it out, and then I crimp them again using the sharp side, crimp it, and done. Maybe do a little bit more times to be safe, because you know these hairtail fight pretty hard. And done. You know, done. Now grab your little crimp and just use your pliers, since I don't have my hands hurt when I do it. Just open it and boom. And it's opened. You push it open and then grab your little hole that you just crimped and you just slide it in. And I think I can just use my hands to see if I can do it. Ooh, yeah, close it. And it looks like that. So, when you're done, it should be like your snap, your little bead, your float, a bean, a sinker, swivel and a knot, like a little crimp for light, another crimp with a snap swivel, and that's how swivel is connected. So right there, and treble hook. Done. That is all you need. Just set up IsoFishing. It's pretty easy. I think you should just try it a few times and you'll be done. So that's all. That's going to be the video. And this is float rig. The hairtail season is about to come in like 3 months, 2 to 3 months, and so that's why I should film a little bit earlier so you can like have a thing. So yeah, See you in the next video.